Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're going to be discussing The Promised Neverland Season 2. And also along with that, we're going to be recapping everything about Season 1 on how I feel. And as you can tell, these are all the thumbnails of the videos I've made passing through your screen right now. I also saved every picture that I took for the reviews to actually make this video, which it's probably going to be a lot longer than it was, but if it is, you know, I'll just throw music behind it and y'all can just listen to it or whatever. But this series really means a lot to me because the first episode, I didn't think it was going to stick at all. And while it hasn't been the biggest view thing on my channel, it is the actively, like, one of the worst animes for me to watch week to week because I love watching it so much, and they leave every episode off on a cliffhanger to where you're like, oh, I can't wait till next week. You know what I mean? And they do a really good job of that throughout the whole series, and I loved it so much, but I would always find myself thinking, you know, wait, Tuesday, it's the new Promised Neverland. Oh, wait, no, it's Thursday, darn. But, no, in retrospect, though, it's hard to say. I really like the Slime and the Shield Hero, but this might be my favorite anime of the winter season. I guarantee it's probably in my top 5 of all time just because of the twists and turns, and it's still not over yet. But without further delay, gang, let's go ahead and jump on into this video and discuss the Season 2 announcement, everything that happened this season, and so much more. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, or you just want to help the channel grow in general. But let's get into it. So to start us off strong, guys, yes, it is confirmed. The Promised Neverland returns with the anime in 2020. Now, Crunchyroll came out with this, so you know it's true. And on top of that, there's no set release date. So as these pictures scroll by, I just want to talk about some of the amazing things in this show and everything that I feel like could come in the future. So as we all know, the story is about the kids trying to escape after they find out that their dear friend Connie, well, family member, so to speak, was killed. And that mom is corrupt and everything besides that. Now, I want to talk about Norman, Ray, and Emma for just a quick minute, because Emma is a character who was kind of off-putting to me because, you know, she is the lead character. She is the main character. I mean, I guess you can consider Norman and Ray main characters as well, but she is kind of the standout. And with her character, I was kind of off-put by her because, like, she had this idea that she was going to be able to save even the babies, everyone. And I couldn't buy into that, and she wouldn't budge on it. And I'm like, Ray has such, you know, like, Ray's kind of like the right side, she's the left, and Norman's in between, because, like, he's, like, trying to please both of them, but in the end, you know, it just doesn't work out. Well, we'll talk about it. It's gonna work out, but it doesn't work out as of yet. So, Emma's a very strong lead in that sense, but, like, other than that, I feel like she kind of could have got them into more trouble than it was, but this is an anime, so in the end, you know, I do enjoy her, endearment to help everyone. But next, we gotta talk about Norman, the highlight character, the smartest character in the series, who even in, quote-unquote, death, is helping them. I don't think Norman's dead because it's just one of those things, like, he's too smart for that, and I feel like maybe his brain got damaged psychologically from knowing, and so they're gonna put him into, like, a position of power within the other humans that are there. So that could be one thing, but the other thing it could be is, you know, he's dead. I mean, end of story. We've seen him in silhouette ghost form, but I just can't buy into that he's actually gone. And then we get to Ray, who was my favorite character at the beginning until it kind of all, like, shifted to Norman. But he is very much smart, and we find out he has been openly, actively working to stop everything Mom's been doing and trying to, you know, nourish Norman and Emma into the perfect specimens. to sell them off to the slaughterhouse, pretty much. But Ray's character goes even more complex, because in the latest episode we found out that Mom is his mom. And he also has, I can't remember the disease called, where he remembers everything from being a child. So he knows all of this, he knows everything and more. The next thing I want to discuss is Mom herself. We watch her slowly do a complete transition into this series to where, like, she goes from being completely, like, loving and caring to turning into the monster that we're all supposed to despise, to, in the latest episode, being happy that they got away. Being happy that her child, Ray, is alive. Being happy that Emma got out. But at the end of the day, this is her job, and she knows she could be killed. And I thought she was going to commit suicide there. But she, I guess, like, it's a thing where, like, not only does the story have to go on, but it has perfect meaning why she wouldn't kill herself. She has Phil and all the other babies back at the house. And that's the next character I want to talk about, Phil. I owe that kid an apology, dude. I thought he was going to be the bane of their existence from the very get-go. But he wasn't. He was a good guy. When Emma told him, he said, I kind of already knew, because I had forgot that Sister Crone had told him about the harvest and everything along with it. Not counting, you know, he was told, he was perfectly fine with being left behind. He put that much trust into Emma and her plan. But, I mean, not only that, Phil was just kind of always looming in the background. That's why I thought he was an enemy, but come to find out, he would be the main reason why, you know, their plan could work, and that's insane to me. But, moving down the list here to Dawn and Gilda. They were side characters from the beginning, and I didn't think they was going to do anything, but when Ray was out, you know, and Norman was dead, quote unquote, Emma and them kind of brought this whole plan to life using Norman's instructions, and it worked. I mean, they escaped. And that's just crazy to think, you know. Dawn and Gilda were always the type that were, like, reckless and, like, especially when they broke into Mom's office, I was like, they're gonna get everything, they're gonna fuck everything up. And I have, like, 14 pages of notes on this series because of all my notes where I go through the episodes and do notes. But, yeah, I mean, I just assumed that they were gonna get them caught, but no, they were key roles through the whole thing. So, yeah, I mean, moving past that, I mean, let's talk about the dates for a minute, because every episode is a date, and that's really cool to me as well. So, other than that, and other than everything that happened, I do want to highlight the fire, the Norman's plan beyond the grave, Ray's being Isabel's mom, or Ray being Isabel being Ray's mom's what I meant. And on top of all that, combine that all together in a little bow. And all the cliffhangers, everything that made you want more, the artwork, the character design, everything just went perfect in this series. And knowing that it's going to get more is a bonus for me, just a bonus. I would have been content with them leaving it here. Like, I wouldn't have been content, but I wouldn't have been pissed, because it was a good ending. They looked off into the sunset and they escaped. Still a lot of turns, you know, stones unturned, though. What, are they going to come back and get the other kids? Is Norman alive? You know, all this stuff. So, yeah, you know, I'm just enjoying the series for what it is right now, and hopefully later on in the future we'll get some more, and, yeah. For the season 2, what I want to see, I definitely want to see if Norman's alive. I want to see how they're going to survive out here. Is there a civilization that'll accept them? How they're going to be back in 2 years to save the other kids? I definitely want to see that. I want to see how Ray and Emma evolve as characters. On top of Gilda and Dawn. Gilda. I forgot their names for a minute. I was so excited. To see what happens with their characters, what happens with Mom now that she let all these people escape, and if they get caught, what could happen then? There's so many questions, and I'm so glad that it's coming back next year. So, yeah, guys, that's been my video for today. Pretty long rant for me. But if y'all did like this video, or you like what I'm trying to do here on this channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace out.
feeling like it's out gear, driving towards the sun with a rose and a gun. Feel the wind in my hair, going nowhere I swear.